To the insurance company I'm leaving behind. You've scorned me for the last time. I've met another who makes me sing like a lark with the first morning dew. It happened all so quickly. In just 15 minutes, Geico swept me into a loving car insurance embrace. It saved me hundreds of dollars and sleepless nights. Now I needn't worry if you'll be receptive to my automobile needs. Geico will be there for me in all the ways you never could. Regards, Sylvia in Silver Spring.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
If you wanna battle, it's either that you will or you won't.
You know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Hey, man.
Yeah. We're recording right now?
Yeah,
it snuck up on me. I sat on my reading glasses. I'm not ready. Iliza Shlesinger. I saw you do an interview with a British guy, and he said Shlesinger, and you said, thanks for getting my name right. So
no,
I got super confused.
Neither of those are right. Schlesinger.
What did I say?
It wasn't that, but it doesn't matter.
I like that you do USO tours. That's always really cool because I'm too selfish, and I'm always like, well, where's the military base in Rome? There's one in all the cool countries. They don't send us there
because they don't need it. Like I did one in Diego Garcia, which is a small island in the Indian Ocean, but it's like a vacation paradise.
Nice.
So no one, and like everyone hopes to get sent there, you know. But the ones that need you the most are the shittiest places.
And I saw you on the Today Show. And I laughed out loud laying in my bed. She was a part of Al Roker's Today Show USO tour, and I thought, yeah, that's what the soldiers were really waiting for, a weatherman. Like they said, like not the Miami Dolphin cheerleaders, not some laughs, take their mind off their lives and the fact they're getting shot out. When's the meteorologist going to stop by?
The jovial weather guy. Oh. We brought Jay Leno and Craig Robinson, who brought the house down. So there was that, but it was he got to shine a spotlight on a charity and he picked the USO. But,
so it was Al Roker's thing.
Oh yeah. They did the Today Show from Bagram Air Base.
Okay. Cause when I watched it, I was like, yeah, sure.
No.
But you're telling, okay, good.
It was
so
Al
I
in a
feel
bikini.
better now.
Yeah. But
he was your hotspot.
He's my hotspot because I had my phone on for I think 5 minutes in Afghanistan, maybe 10, and it was like $500. And so he bought a hotspot. He had the foresight to buy a hotspot, which is just like your own internet. And so I just would stick near him and use it.
You gotta be careful, like a sniper didn't take you out as you're like dialing your phone. That's all they do is they scan the streets for guys on cell phones.
Well, we weren't on the streets. They have a big thing about not letting people like wander into the goat markets. And also,
it'd be a way cooler tour. If you guys are like, we're just gonna go see the city.
Woof. Yeah. Fuck culturalism. Stay in one piece. I've seen dirt. I'm good.
It's like when I'm on the road, people go like, "Are you gonna go see the Abe Lincoln Dime Museum?" I'm like, "No, I don't get out of bed. I lay there. I sleep."
And I feel bad sometimes. Look, you're gonna go to like a cool city. Yeah, you walk around, but like after the third time you've been in there, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna stay in bed. And some places you go. If this were like diners, drive-ins, and dives, and I had a producer that was like, we're going to find like the best greasy spoon, but I don't rent cars, so unless like my feature wants to drive me, it's just going to be me watching free HBO.
Yeah.
There's no going out.
Room service, underrated. Sometimes, you get a really good corned beef, hash, and eggs, and you go, well, there's no reason for me to leave this room.
Absolutely not.
Because you're going to feed me at the club as well.
Feed me at the club.
Free.
And if it's a good hotel, they'll usually do something of that region, like if you're it's fresh fish from whatever, like it's what they're known for, and they'll have that incorporated in it. One of the worst is when you get out and your show gets out like late and you get home late and you just miss room service, and they're like, I'm so sorry, it closes, and then that you're left to that like small all night menu, which is like a turkey wrap, a pancake, and like a go fuck yourself. If you're lucky.
Going up to Calgary, you're doing the Laugh Shop.
Yeah.
And that there's no at 11 o'clock it's done.
Because it's
so
like
make sure you get them to like. What I did is I had them give me like French dip like beef sandwiches.
Yeah.
And like poutine, and I just brought it up to my room. Oh. That's what everybody says about poutine.
I bet it smelled great.
And my friends are like, I dare you to eat poutine and then get on the plane at 6 o'clock in the morning. I want to see if you shit your pants. And then I sat there watching like Keanu Reeves movies, and then I'm sitting, and there was no silverware. And apparently, I thought it was just fries with gravy, in a New Jersey diner.
Yeah.
But in Jersey, you just call it fries with gravy. But if you're in Canada, it's like, have you tried our poutine? Ugh. So I'm eating the poutine with my fingers, like the claw, like in the
game.
And I'm just filling my face, and I realize it's all over my goddamn shirt. So I turn my shirt inside out to get on the airplane because I don't travel with any clothes.
Jay Mohr's his career's really taking a hit. Look at him. He doesn't look so good.
Nah, I tightened it up. I was a mess, but I did tighten it up. But yeah, no, Calgary Laugh Shop. We talked on the phone, and you talked about how much you liked the room. I never played it before, and I thought it was amazing.
No, that wasn't me. I've never played that room.
You've told me.
I also lie.
7 times.
No, I always play
We
Yuck
were at the
Yucks.
Pearl Vision Center. We were getting it. Don't you remember this?
Yeah.
We were at the Pearl Vision Center.
Yes,
we were
and
arguing over what frames I should use.
Yes.
That's why I'm still wearing contacts, and I never chose a frame because we couldn't fucking decide on it.
Yeah. Yes, and I also chose to do that with you, and my contacts hurt this morning, so I wore glasses.
Yeah. And you were like, those are too Woody Allen-y. I go, well, you're right. I can't do these. They're too Elvis Costello. I think they're Elvis Costello. You're like, they're too Woody Allen. Yeah. And we went around and around. And then the lady that worked at the Pearl Vision Center was like, I think you two need to leave.
Right.
We got thrown out.
Sure. This is great. I drove really far for this.
And I can't see. So you've never played. We did have a conversation about the city of Calgary.
We did have a conversation. I always play Yuck Yucks.
Okay.
And I've gone for many, many years. I dated a Canadian hockey player, and that was
Wayne Gretzky.
I dated Wayne Gretzky. Sorry, Mrs. Gretzky. And that was my first sort of like foray in. Because for the most part, a lot of Canadian clubs don't book American acts, especially in Calgary. But I got in, and so I always go in every year, and they're phenomenal sets. And this year, they didn't want to play ball financially. And the Laugh Shop came out of nowhere, and they're like, we'll pay you all you want. And I was like, sorry, guys. Like,
I told the guy Matthew at the Laugh Shop I would definitely give him a shout out. Because they don't fuck around. They actually pay you. Was your boyfriend hockey player a Flame?
At one point, he was.
Come on, Flames!
Let's go, Flames!
Skate harder.
He was a coach later. It doesn't. That was my way in. I guess I just went to do a guest set there, and then I went to Yuck Yucks, and I became friends with a local comic there, and that became a whole love story. But I feel like for comics in general, you want to have this career where you build these relationships that last, and you like to think everyone's got each other's backs. But there's no point in building a relationship if there's no reciprocity. And at the end, all you're doing is trying to fuck me over and not give me money.
Right.
Like, we should help each other. Like, give me the money I want. Let me make you so much money.
Yeah.
And let's be happy.
And the repeat business, when I drive by, I go, oh, that's where I saw Iliza Shlesinger or Jay Mohr or this guy or that person or that woman.
Now I got to go somewhere else.
Headliners.
Totally.
So now have fun with your fucking ham and egg, $1,100 a week comics.
Enjoy your ham and egg.
Me and Iliza will play the goddamn Laugh Shop because you pay a fair wage.
Well, and then after that, we'll pay the Pearl Vision Convention Center. The best thing in Calgary.
I still don't have frames.
I don't know.
People think we're making this up.
Order them.
We argued like a weird couple.
I'm sitting in this house in a very expensive neighborhood. Order them. Have your stunning wife go get them. It's not hard.
You don't send a wife that looks like that to go get glasses.
Because she won't come back?
No, it's just,
I guess.
I don't know. Listen, fuck that. You had an eye patch as a child. Let's break this shit down.
I did.
I've always wanted a baby with glasses because I think they're cute.
No, it's...
Like when I see like a 2-year-old with glasses, I go, oh! Or like when I see pictures in the tabloids of like Jennifer Garner's daughters, I'm like, look at them with their glasses. Their eyesight isn't correct.
It's not correct. It wasn't. The glasses, I think a kid with glasses, you're going to break them, you're going to lose them. Like if you're too little, it makes me feel like there's something wrong with you versus just like bad eyes. Like when kids have to like headgear glasses.
They have like Down syndrome, so they put
That's
glasses
what it looks
on
like
the
a little
kid
bit.
So they can just
My mom got me
out.
big red frames because they were like Sally Jesse Raphael glasses, and I had those for a long time. And then I just stopped wearing them, and I was just like, I don't care that my eyes bad. And then, in the last couple of years, I find myself squinting. So I did a pilot, and I never use cue cards because I either make stuff up or I memorize it. And this
hold on, let's put a pin in that. I think that's kind of how acting works, though.
What?
You either memorize it.
No. Like for hosting.
Oh.
For hosting. Yeah. Oh, I've never been cast in anything. Sorry.
I did a pilot, and I didn't need cue cards, because what I did was I memorized my lines.
I have a method. No. Let me rephrase that.
A local news anchor. Like, what she did was memorize her lines.
Let me reiterate.
Corey,
I've never been cast in anything. Only pilots where I host. So it's either me making it up or I just memorize the jokes, because as a stand-up, that's what you do anyway. Yeah. And I had this bitch of a showrunner who like couldn't get over the fact that like every fourth page I would have to just like squint a little bit to read a cue card. He's like, let's just get her contacts. So I did. He was so mean. So I went and I got them.
He played for the Calgary Flames?
He played for the Flames. He was a...
Skate harder. Where are the contacts for our goalie? That just means somebody's walking around the house. You're a little jumpy.
It's the coffee.
Yeah. So the bitchy showrunner demanded you get
the contacts
because you were squinting.
And so I got them, and they've been great. But sometimes they just don't. You ever have your eyeball just not agree with your contacts, and like it's just like, not today, fucker. So you got to put on the glasses, and so that's what these are today.
I don't even know what you're talking about, because I actually have 20/10 vision,
that's not good.
It's beyond perfect.
20/20
is perfect.
Right.
20/10 is like...
that doesn't sound like it would be perfect.
No, you're right. It sounds like, whoa, what's wrong?
Like one eye would be smaller than the other.
Yeah. That's like fighter pilot eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like crazy eagle eyes.
I thought we just went through a whole thing about contacts and glasses.
We're just ad-libbing, having fun.
So you're just lying.
You were in the improv
I was never at the
groups.
Pearl Vision Center.
I was never in the improv groups. You played ball. I was just tossing it up there to
That's
watch
why I
you
said
go.
yes and.
Yes and. I was going to say that's why you
Oh,
said
no.
yes and.
Oh, we're doing it.
And you had good... Oh, I like your Wikipedia page, by the way.
Don't.
It says, Iliza Shlesinger, from here, this, that. She is Jewish.
She is Jewish.
Its own sentence. It's just really like a side swipe.
Totally.
Just to let everyone know, like, the backhanded anti-Semitism.
Just in case you don't want to like her, here's a reason.
Just first paragraph, just before you keep reading, just know she's a Jewess.
A Jewess.
Daughter of Zion.
There's just no reason to have it. And I don't have access. I don't know who edits these things. And the weird thing is, like, the amount of people that message me, like, I didn't know you were Jewish. I'm like, what does it fucking matter? I'm not trying to eat your baby yet.
Yes.
Like, what's the big deal? Yeah. It's not like a Muslim. No, it's just not a big deal.
You're circumcised. I mean, that's like the thing. What are you looking around for?
I want this dog in my lap. Hello.
So you want Mabel? Yeah.
I don't have
we got good puppies.
a way with animals. Like, I just come at them. I'm like, come here. Put your mouth in my mouth.
No, that's how the
funny dog.
I have up and running. And your dog, Blanche, was on your special war paint, which I texted you. And I did watch Freezing Hot.
It sounds like a Kenny G album.
Freezing Hot. Oh,
Fire and Ice.
I was doing Michael McDonald.
Squeeze it.
Freezing Hot.
Yeah, I don't think Kenny G sings.
No. Well, he sings from his soul through the horn.
He sings just breath. Yeah, through the horn.
Yeah,
through the horn.
He's singing the soundtrack of our lives.
It's the sequel to The Wire.
It's like it's a saxophone. It's like, well, that's not. When I was in school and there was band, that's not what the saxophones were shaped like. It wasn't a straight.
Are you thinking of a clarinet?
It looks like a clarinet, but it's straight.
Oh, it's like a jazz sax. It's different. The only reason I know anything about saxophone is my father plays the saxophone, and it's like, oh, that sounds cool because Lisa Simpson played the sax, and it's like cool jazz. What isn't cool is at family events when your dad's like, oh, an audience, and he goes and gets the saxophone,
no, really?
And it's like Passover, and all of a sudden you just hear like, and it's like this brassy, piercing, and we're in a house, so it's just bouncing off the tile.
Is it good at least?
It's fun. Yes, but it's not. It's never good. Sax by itself is never good unless you're in a subway station.
Yeah, and you need to be like underneath my window at the St. Regis.
Yeah.
Playing
Serenading
Hello,
me.
Is It Me You're Looking For? Lionel Richie. And late at night, and I go, wow, the sounds of the streets, man. So why did you wear an eye patch as a child? Why didn't your family give you like nice glasses as a child?
I did have glasses. There's in the picture with the glasses, there's usually an eye patch under it. The eye patch is there to preserve the eye for a later date. No, it's there to you patch the good eye to work out the bad eye, like a muscle.
Yeah, but I think you're jumping ahead of like none of the listeners know why you needed an eye patch.
That's why, because I had a weaker eye.
Like what happened? Yeah,
like it's like 2 or 3, and you see that one eye isn't like it's doing something weird, so you patch the good eye to work out the bad eye. You had to work for like 4 hours a day. I didn't do it enough. And my mom was like, all right.
Well, hold on. You were 2 years old. I mean,
maybe 3. Well, you have to do it for a long time, for years.
3 years old. What 3-year-old are you going to give that responsibility? Like, don't.
Even
like
until
my son is still shitting in a diaper at 3.5, and we're getting a little angsty.
It was years later. Like even until I was like 11. Like you have to do it for a long time.
Oh.
And I just didn't. I was like, I would sit there and hold it up and watch TV. And my mom was like, all right, I'm not going to force you, but don't blame me when you're an adult and your eye is weird. And I was like, I'm totally going to blame you. I'm a child. Make me do it. But I didn't do it.
But you had glasses and eye patch. My wife and I will adopt you. You walk around with your eye patch.
I'm still not going to wear it.
No?
No, it's really hard to see out of a weak eye. This is not pleasurable. I'm looking right now.
Your right one's the weak one?
Sometimes I forget. The right one's the weak one.
Right now, Iliza is actually switching from eye to eye and looking around a garage. But there's really like nothing, like there's a ladder, like there's really nothing to focus on.
Sometimes you'll see like in a fashion piece or like in Kill Bill, Daryl Hannah wore the eye patch, and you see regular people with regular vision wearing them like it's not a big deal. And
it's hard.
It's fucking hard.
Yeah, everybody listening, if you're in your car, close one eye for like the next mile.
And don't sue Jay Mohr.
And tweet us photos of you wrapped around a pole. Because it is really fucking
for like
hard.
Halloween costumes, like I'm going as a pirate. I'm like, that would be like me being like, I'm gonna go as wheelchair bound, and I've just got to deal with that all night. Like it's a handicap.
Yeah,
I almost died. It's so hard.
But wheelchair, like crutches. When you have crutches, everybody always wants to use your crutches.
Right.
Right. And if you have an eye patch, nobody wants to try on your eye patch.
No.
But and you have a wheelchair, nobody's like, let me give it a spin.
Just what do you do? You want to get in a wheelchair for a second.
Yeah, but you wouldn't ask the person to like get up and like.
They couldn't.
Right. You'd have to help them, lay them out on the floor.
Lay here.
Or sit in their lap.
Oh, I bet so many dirty old men do that. That's like Lieutenant Dan. Remember in New Year's Eve on that movie, the girl sat in his lap.
Lieutenant Dan, are you all set? Because Iliza is now doing a charity after this podcast for dogs and cats.
One of those days when I.
But here's the thing: we both have Joe. You do a Sarah McLachlan. You sing well. Like Sarah McLachlan. I can't hit the notes. I have a whole Sarah McLachlan thing.
Yeah.
And you hit ASPCA.
Yeah.
And then you bring out Blanche, who's a prostitute, your dog the prostitute.
Dog prostitute.
And I stared right at your dog's vagina the entire time. And I was staring at it when you said it.
It looks like a penis, like a little bit.
It
like
is
a little weird.
flappy. It is a large and...
But, it's part of her, and I'm not a singer, but I can emulate that part of the song. Everything else, I don't know. But if you concentrate on one part of a song long enough, eventually you can mimic it.
Yeah, but I think we're all mimics, comics.
Mimics.
But the thing, was your dog, is Blanche a rescue dog?
Yeah.
Because I got like these boutique assholes.
But there's still, look at this thing. It's in my lap.
That's Mabel Longetti, the queen of spaghetti. Shirley Pants, Monkey.
See, everybody, I did an Instagram the other day listing all the names I have for my dog. Would you like to hear them?
Yeah.
Because you just demonstrated.
Right, that's Mabel Longetti, Queen of Spaghetti, Shirley Bear, Monkey Pants, Mohr.
What's the other one?
Dolores Delago, the Toast of Chicago.
That's funny. Okay. That's a good one. So here's mine. Ready?
There's no Chicago in our life.
No.
I don't know why.
And there's no...
Oh, no, that was Bette Midler's Mermaid, was Dolores Delago. The Toast of Chicago. Yeah.
Well, mine are just gibberish. I'll just read them to you. Blanche goes by... Blanche, Bebo, Binbar, T-Tar, Speedo, Teeny Tiny Thing, Tiny Tiny Dog, Spindar, D-Barday, Spintar, Beast, Meaty Beast, Black Lips, Betty, Angel Meat, Lippy Tar, Lippy Tarny Tay, Shrimp Body Betty, Beardo, Species Meat, Rare Species, Spindu, Sippy Tar, Lippy, Meaty Beast, she's there. And that's just like some of them.
I have a favorite.
What?
Shrimp Body Betty.
Shrimp Body Betty?
That's pretty tight.
Because when she lays, her body curves like a brine shrimp.
Shrimp Body Betty.
The legend is...
legend. This is Blanche's legend?
And I tell it to her every night when she lays down. I say...
That's what they tell school children, like on camping trips with the flashlight under the chin, like, do you guys know about Blanche?
There was a whole family of brine shrimp, sea monkeys, and one jumped out of the tank and fell behind the radiator and grew fur and got real big on its own, and that's how we got Blanche.
That's Blanche. It is amazing, like, if people knew the voices we do for our dogs, like Mabel... Black lip, you said many times, but we can't, like, Mabel is proud because she had her teeth pulled because her breath stunk so bad. She had extra teeth.
Yeah.
So she only has one tooth up top, like a cartoon cat. Like in the cartoons when the cats just have like one tooth up top.
I love it.
And so like we just have Mabel walk around the house going, black lip, you like my black lip?
Oh, yeah.
I got black lip.
Does she have black lips, though?
Big giant. Look at my black, check out my black lip.
And black nails. Your dog is gothic.
And she always says, no big deal.
No big deal.
So yeah, it is amazing.
Ew, what's that?
What's what?
Ew, it's like something hanging off.
It's like that twangy spittle hair.
No, it was just
now
like a
she's
piece of
yawning
fuzz.
because she's bored, and you get to smell her fucking garbage breath.
I love
That's
it.
another name.
I
of
love
hers.
my dog's garbage breath.
Really?
We call her ocean fish mouth. She got ocean breath.
Not lake fish. Ocean
No.
fish.
Yeah, ocean.
Ocean fish.
Because it's more aquatic, more marine-like, maritime breath.
I'm looking at your Twitter feed at Iliza Shlesinger, and you put some female comics on blast. Let's talk about that after these commercials. Hey guys, help this podcast by clicking on the Amazon banner at my website, jmohr.com. If you're shopping on Amazon, go to my website, click through. Amazon wants to know you got there through jmohr.com. And then I'll read what you bought, like Steve Fid. Hey, Jmohrs. I just want to thank you for making my daily hour-and-a-half commute across Tampa Bay each way a little more bearable. Supporting your podcast and the college fund for the kids is the least I can do. What I got really does not matter. Just know that I dropped $271 on everyday items for the house instead of making a trip down to the local Target and or Home Depot. Thanks again for making me laugh, and I wanted to let you know that Tony Bennett is now my number one. Tony Bennett is now my number one Jay Mohr impression. All right. Hey, Steve, I appreciate that very much. Replacing Tracy Morgan, a 1940s announcer, I had tears in my eyes when Tony Bennett was on Pyramid on Jay Mohr Sports trying to get Greg Toohey to say Little League. Instant classic. Please come back to Tampa soon. All the best, Steve. Hey, Steve, I got one for you, baby. I left my heart. Okay. When you're creating a website, what do you want it to be? Simple, powerful, beautiful? Oh, yeah. That's why there's Squarespace. 24/7 support, too. Live chat. That's right. You can talk to somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at squarespace.com. Only $8 a month. Get free domain if you buy Squarespace for the year. Responsive design. Your website scales to look great on any device. Commerce. Every website comes with a free online store. Hey, start a trial with no credit card required. Start building your website today. I think you need a website. When you decide to sign up for Squarespace, make sure to use the offer code MOHR, M-O-H-R, to get 10% off your first purchase. Squarespace.com. Show support of my podcast by using the code MOHR, M-O-H-R, Squarespace.com. And you know what? I thank Squarespace for their support of More Stories podcast. Squarespace, build it beautiful. It's JJ here, and the wait is finally over. Baseball season is here at last, and the excitement continues all season long at DraftKings.com, the official daily fantasy partner of Major League Baseball. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments, just instant cash, instant gratification. Why wait until the end of the season to claim victory when you can win huge cash every day? At DraftKings, it's like a brand new season every time you play. Just select 2 pitchers and 8 position players, stay under the salary cap, and you could be on your way to an enormous payday. How enormous? I'm glad you asked. Last year, a guy named Peter from Colorado won $1 million at DraftKings.com in one day. Just playing baseball. Hundreds of thousands of fantasy sports fans just like you have already cashed in at DraftKings. Now it's your turn. Here's the call to action. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and enter the promo code MOHR, M-O-H-R, to play for free. You can win part of the $300 million in prizes being awarded this season. Use the promo code MOHR, M-O-H-R, for free entry now at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com. Go get paid, people.
When shopping for car insurance, consider this. Geico has been saving people money on car insurance for over 75 years. So if you're serious about savings, it's simple. Go to geico.com. After 75 years, they know how to save you money.
Okay. Here, I agree with everything you said.
Thanks.
And
Thanks for not retweeting it in support.
Thanks for retweeting my Brea dates. Why don't comics retweet each other's dates? We're never in the same town.
I don't even think I follow you, to be honest. I don't
see
because you
a-hole.
But you saw mine.
Fucking shrimp body Betty.
If you agreed,
over here.
you should have. It was, and I didn't name names because this isn't about one person. It wasn't like a person set me off, and this wasn't. People love to pit women against each other. And this is not me pitting myself against another girl as much as taking on the entire female race.
Or do females like to pit females against each other? You really think guys...
Here's what it is.
Out of ignorance.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
You're hoping that I'll say, oh my God, I hate Amanda. And then Amanda and I will fight, and then maybe we'll kiss. That's what they're hoping. Maybe I touch her boob. I'll do interviews. I'll do morning radio, which is the worst thing in the world. And
Iliza Shlesinger, Friday fart song coming up in a minute.
She's hot. You're hot. And you're like, I just woke up. What? You dating anyone? You fucking whore? That's all you can offer. Are you dating anyone?
I'll tell you what,
they'll be like, what do you think? And they'll name a comic. And I'm like, even if I don't like that comic, you think your radio show is where I'm going to start this shit? Like, you don't get that. Yeah. So
we're on the Z Morning Zoo at Kalamazoo,
in Florida?
Michigan.
Oh, in Michigan.
Wherever.
They're all the morning zoo.
Bash other comics. I don't think I've ever said a bad thing about another comedian.
Why would you?
I don't know, but they love fucking throwing shit
They
my
try.
way.
They're
Jesus
hoping
Christ.
They're hoping it can be their thing for their show. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to make you more famous. I'm barely making myself famous. Morning DJs are the worst.
I just want to sell out Sunday night. That's all. Thursday or Sunday. Fill that one.
I gave myself a nickname.
What?
Iliza, pretty good crowd for a Thursday Shlesinger.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's good, yeah.
But the Twitter rant, it's so funny. People are always, they think you're on tour. Like, they think there's like a bus. Like, I'm not Gabriel Iglesias. I don't have a bus, but like.
Hey, player, Ralphie, man, I got my ostentatious bus up
He has
and
a
running.
bus.
Hey, man.
But they think you're on tour, and you don't really see a lot of other headliners because you're by yourself,
Always.
But when I go to clubs and stuff like that, and I'll walk into like the comedy store, I'll walk into a room, or you turn on anything, and you just, okay, now I smell it. There you go. Oh my God.
My dog just shit all over.
Your dog
Iliza.
pooped on my shirt.
And it's like bloody, like she's ill.
Oh my God, you have to give me another shirt.
I'll get your shirt
right now.
Keep rolling.
I can't keep rolling. No, I'm gonna get your shirt. I was like, what smells like lobster farts? Your dog? No, you cannot take a picture of this. Oh my God! No wonder she was like passed out. But oh my, I might throw up. Oh. This is gonna be the thing. Everyone's gonna be like, your dog pooped on Jay Mohr's podcast.
Pooped on me.
Oh my God, I might throw up. Oh, it's bloody. Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's bloody, and I don't want to take my.
Do you have a tank top on?
No, I don't have anything on. Who dresses in layers? Oh, you're in layers.
Me. Oh, it's.
I can't look
I
at
have
it.
kids. I have to dress in layers.
Oh my fucking God. I don't, and that's why I don't.
Are we still rolling?
Yes. It smells so bad.
Look, I got you this nice, perfect shirt, but that's James' purse. I'm not giving you a James
purse.
Yeah, you ain't getting my James
No,
purse.
I want your James purse.
But look at this nice shirt that I got for free from a radio station.
What size James purse is that?
Doesn't matter. You're covered in shit. What's the difference? What size it is? We gotta take a picture of this.
No pictures.
What do you mean? Just of your shirt of dog poop, and it's red. It really looks like. What does it look like?
Just fucking take it.
I gotta get it.
Your dog shit out its lower intestine.
Hold on. Let me get a. Look. Take our time. Hold on. Make it nice. Oh my God, you're the best. Here, take the.
Bring me like a wipe to wipe it off.
No, I just figure I'll turn my head and you just switch them out.
I can't wear this because I can't have logos on my shirt for the thing.
There's James' purse. It's the same color. Go, do your thing. What the fuck do I care? Jesus Christ.
Jay.
Yes?
Please tell me to wipe this off.
What? Do you want a clean shirt on your body?
Wipe this off.
First?
Put on a clean shirt.
I would put on a clean shirt first, personally. And then I'm turning.
Okay.
Go get her something to wipe.
Oh my God. I drove to the Palisades.
I have a 3-pound dog that. Let me know when your shirt's on. I have I have a 3-pound dog that for some reason took a 4.5-pound shit on Iliza Shlesinger. That's, and she didn't hold this.
She didn't even acknowledge. She just sat there like, this is the best day.
She's a fucking pig.
She's a silent assassin.
She didn't act ill. She's not sick. She hasn't eaten anything weird.
Oh my God.
Now that's all wrinkly.
I know. This is on camera too.
I'll get you a shirt, but how about James? We both had the James purse. See, that's what a good wife will do. Straighten you out and go, hey,
James
you know
purse.
what? Do you need a KRNO Wise Guys in the Morning radio T-shirts?
Get rid of it.
Why don't we go get some nice James purse shirts, and maybe I'll buy some T-shirts from the Row.
Every boyfriend I've had, I've been like, we got to go to James Purse because it's the best. They always look good. I recently stole a series of trucker hats my boyfriend was holding on to. I threw them away.
Because he was so hip. He went to look like Ashton Kutcher?
They were like legitimately like from like family sporting events. Like they were real ones, not like Von Dutch.
Okay.
And he wears them backwards because he has long hair to like play sports. So I get it. But I was like, I can't have people thinking that you think this is okay.
My wife, we went through and like vetted every radio T-shirt that there was. Like, do you need these?
But they're like
then you
trophies. They're like your comedy. I want to make a quilt out of all my comedy T-shirts.
See, that would be a very good idea, but I didn't think of it at the time. In the meantime, I was like, I can help the Goodwill. I'll get you a shirt without a logo.
I was just thinking.
Yeah.
So
it's too tight for me.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
No, it is actually.
No.
I wasn't being a dick. Sorry. All right, so female comics.
I think I went to the gym, and sometimes like I get on these rants, like anybody that follows me, like I get angry, and I don't do it. I'm not trying to like get anything out of it. Like I use Twitter as a way to reach out and vent, and I actually find it very cathartic, and I get upset, and it's nice to be heard about these things. I just get really tired of, I just hear the same act everywhere I go. None of these girls, no matter how smart they are, it doesn't sound like any of them read a book. None of it is like an introspective look at anything or an exploratory look at like anything else. Everything is, my pussy is so big. I fucked so many guys. I'm such a mess. And it's like, anyone else want to shed light on anything else other than your fuck habits?
I've noticed with female comics, there always seems to be like a tinge of baby voice.
Where's the shirt? Where did you take it?
Oh, we're hooking you up. Don't worry about it. More stories. Podcast.
Welcome to the Palisades. We're weaving you a new one as we speak.
I've noticed like there's a bit of, we have a loom upstairs. And
that's just where the children are.
A bunch of Peruvians working feverishly to get you a James Purse
handcrafted juvenile Peruvian.
Pames Jers. It's going to be a knockoff.
Jaime Purse.
But I've noticed female comics lately, like there seems to be a bit of a baby voice, and always a shrug, and then like you said, pussy. Always, and then rape. Always like rape has become airline food jokes.
You know, I think that.
So I agreed with your Twitter rant.
Sure, and I think like I have one joke where I say rape, and it's a social commentary. I have this whole bit about it's basically like about why you have to wear high heels. And I go through how uncomfortable they are. And I'm like, you need to wear really high heels so you can't run from your attacker. Because I think that's what like a lot of women's clothes is to keep you like, sitting still so that you're accessible. But the amount of girls that just throw rape out there and make it okay or call themselves whores. And my whole issue was, if you don't like the way you're treated by men, it's because you're teaching them that. I'll give you my best example is this. The other night I did a show. Doesn't matter where, doesn't matter with who. And the person that went on before me, a very funny comic. Dave Coulier just started cursing.
Busted.
Everything was fuck, hand job, in my mouth, blow job, fuck. And there was this table of like cholos sitting in the front row. And they were like, yeah, I'd fuck you. And they're yelling back at her, right? Because she's created this whole give and take of like, this is how filthy I am, isn't this? And people think they're in on the joke. Yeah. She gets off stage. She's like, they wouldn't stop. And they were like yelling at me. And I went on stage. Look, I'm not saying I'm the crowd whisperer, but you present yourself on stage the way you want to be treated. And those guys, they just sat there silently and they were like smiling and they just like, listen, in a million years, they wouldn't have yelled back at me because I didn't open up the door to let them know like, this is a dialogue and I want to hear you talk about, and I want to hear you yell at me, Yeah. And I think if more girls understood that you have to teach that audience what to expect from you, if you come out of the gate with, I'm such a fucking loser, I drink so much Jack Daniels and I just fuck dildos or whatever they talk about, people are going to think you're a fucking dumb, filthy hooker.
Right.
And the kicker is none of us are like that for the most part.
No, all the female comics I know are just exactly like the male comics I know. You kind of hang out, smoke grass once in a while, and just stare at the TV, and they go, okay, it's time to go on. And you go to work, and then when you're done, you go to your room, and fucking we eat our feelings.
There is, totally. Yeah.
Big, giant bag of Tostitos, and you go, this will last me right now. I'll just eat this right now, even though it's a giant bag. You know the one, 2 for $7 at Ralph's? And I just sit there and
I'll say yes and.
I keep going, yeah, and then I go, wow, I ate the whole bag. There's nothing left. And then you look in the mini bar for chocolate, and there is no chocolate. So you go down to the front desk, and you go, how far is it to the nearest gas station?
To the gas station.
In Calgary. And they go, oh, it's about a mile. And
no, they won't say mile.
Oh, well, okay. It's about 14...
clips.
What?
A clip.
Good clip. It's a good clip there. If you play for the Flames.
No, in Calgary, they'll be like,
come on, Flames.
I'll shut up shop for you. I'll drive you over there. Like, they're so nice.
They are ridiculously nice. And my wife busted me because whenever I quote unquote discipline our 3-year-old, she says I turn Canadian. I'm like, hey, what did we talk about being nice guys, okay?
Okay.
Let's not be mean guys.
Don't be mean guys, all right?
That's not okay.
No. I get an accent when I'm there.
I think maybe you're a little tired and we need to just be nice guys.
Take a nap.
We're not mean guys, okay?
Okay.
No, I get an accent everywhere, and I saw you do it with that British guy on AOL. It was like AOL sessions, some off the beaten path. Some British guy was interviewing you, and you were doing his accent back to him, and you actually mimicked it like kind of perfectly, where he was a little taken aback and uncomfortable.
I have an ear for accents. The only time it gets tripped up, and I honestly don't care, is the difference between Kiwis and Australians.
Well,
and I'm
I
like,
mean,
nobody cares.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're going to make a list of who gives a shit, that's fucking 1 through 10.
Because I can do an Australian accent, and then they're like, no, I'm from New Zealand. They don't say it like that. No, I'm from New Zealand. And I'm like, yeah, but aside from Lord of the Rings and like wool, like no claim to fame.
Wool!
They have wool. Well, they have like sheep there.
I didn't know wool. Okay, my dog just rocketed bloody shit all over your clothing.
You might want to get taken to a vet.
Nah, you know what?
Yeah, just let it.
It's like the frontier. I just let them, let them go natural.
And for a second,
like their birth.
You smell like my dog a little bit. Isn't this sweet? Oh, it's because you crapped all over my shirt. And
does your dog smell like crap?
She smells like fish. Like sometimes like the anal gland smell or her breath smells, and I don't mind it. But what was funny is your dog just sat there.
I like how you go anal gland or breath.
This because it smells the same.
Your dog's just a ball of funk.
Of rancid fish funk.
Well, she is fucking black lip
Betty.
Shrimp baby Betty.
Shrimp body Betty coming down the lane. I also call her, when we walk, she walks with such conviction, I call her Haunchin' Blue because she's a detective. And she's Haunchin' Blue, first on the scene, last one to know. No one will tell her anything.
Oh my God, it's fucking, everybody does it, but we're the only ones that admit it.
People, you know what? Tweet about it and people will write back about what they do with their dogs.
I got to tweet a picture of you covered in dog shit long before I get in.
I really prefer we didn't do that. I really don't need that.
You have to.
She's a Jew, and then there's a lot about my feet, and then the last thing I need for a third hit is Jay Mohr dog shit.
It seems no matter what the female is on Wiki, if you just Google search their name, it's always like so-and-so's Nikki Cox's feet.
Feet. My feet is like the number one thing that comes up.
And you got regular Chuck Taylors on.
I'm not a foot. I don't like.
I don't understand feet stuff. I've never been. When people go like, "What's your favorite part of a woman?" I'm just like,
probably vagina.
Yeah.
No, you have to say her mind.
No, yeah, her brain.
You will never be friends with someone. You know who's I like a lot, but is a foot person is Russell Peters. Loves feet.
He loves feet.
But aside from that, like,
because he can't see his own.
Is he that fat? I don't think so.
He's just a friend of mine, so I figured I'd fucking take a shot at him.
But yeah, when someone has like a fetish, it's weird. I think we're taught to think that a fetish is something you should have. And literally any boyfriend I've ever had, I've been like, do you have any fetishes? They're like, not really. Because it's a little weird to have like a fetish. Like you can be like, oh, I really like butts. But to be like, please just put on these heels and step on my balls. You'd be like, I gotta go.
Even feet. Like I don't.
Feet's
like,
a little weird.
Like, but if you're married or with a partner and somebody like that you're really into and love, like the whole thing becomes a fetish.
Yeah.
Like you like whatever that night. Like there's one night where you're with your wife and you go, look at the fucking backs of the knees. How hot is this little spot?
Actually, that is an erogenous zone. Do you
I know
that? Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you have to finish there.
That's really fun. I can tell you something really horrible. So you're married and to a beautiful woman and you have a seemingly healthy relationship, minus that last part. But last night, I think there are certain nights when you wake up and you immediately have to roll over to your spouse or your significant other and just say, I'm so sorry. Last night, I went to a party. I went just like to a friend's party and I got a little shitty. And I came home and I have a whole bit about this, but like I was just in a bad mood. And he texted me. He's like, I'm at, and he named some bar that no one goes to with a friend of his that I have no interest in meeting because I don't think he speaks English fully, and that just doesn't appeal to me. And he was like, I'm here with so-and-so. And I was like, fine, I'm going home. He goes, I thought you were coming over. I was like, I'm not interested in that stupid bar. I'm going home. And he goes, all right, good night, beautiful. And because men are like, okay, you're going home. Good night. And I was just like, you never call me beautiful in person. I'm going home. Okay, whatever. And he was like, did you just okay, whatever me? He's like, I will be over in 5 minutes. He comes over. I'm in my full clothes, just laying on my bed because I was so shit-faced. And he was just like, what is your problem? And I was like, you didn't even care. And you didn't even call me beautiful in person. He's like, all right, what do you need? I was like, I need popcorn. So he goes in and gets me popcorn. I was like, no, I need ice cream. So this poor guy got me.
You sound like a catch.
Oh, it's great. Got me all this food. And then I passed out in my clothes with full makeup on.
Yeah.
And I woke up this morning and I just rolled over and I was like, I need to apologize for my behavior last night. He's like, well, you were a little snippy. And I was just, and then I defended.
But he was there when you woke up?
Oh, sure. He's my
like,
boyfriend.
Man, fuck this shit.
He's not.
Popcorn and ice cream, fully clothed.
There was popcorn in the bed, but full makeup.
So what? And people don't realize, like, going to bed with a full face of makeup is like a big deal. Like, it takes a while. You gotta take off the war paint.
You gotta take off your war paint. I floss every night. I woke up this morning, and he's a very sweet guy, and so I apologized, and it wasn't a big deal. And then we totally had sex, so like he's not gonna be mad at me anymore.
No.
Nobody stays mad past that. But I was a hot little party goblin. Like, there's nothing appropriate about that.
That lives in your head.
She lives in my head, and that's what she was. Like, I was looking for a fight. And then the fact that he's like, I'll be over in 5 minutes. I'm like, no, you're supposed to say, Iliza, I'm not dealing with this. And then we can continue the fight on a Sunday. Not, I'm sorry, and come right over. Now, what do I have to be mad at?
So, so he actually was best case scenario, handled it down the line.
Perfectly. Yeah. Always.
But when you're drunk, you're just filing under like, what is this guy's problem?
What's the problem? But then he got me popcorn, and then he got me ice cream. And then let me pass out in full clothes.
And then you're hungover, and he made love to you with your stinky hungover breath.
Well, I woke up this morning. He was like, if you're really sorry, you could always, go down on me. And I was like, not
let's not
sorry.
Get crazy.
What?
You're like, let's not get crazy.
We settled it.
Good. As you should. As all couples should.
But then I got angry again.
Why do you keep getting angry?
Because I had to drive to you, but I had to drive him to his house because he came over in an Uber. And it was the opposite direction.
Why doesn't he drive himself?
Because he came over last night because he had been drinking from the bar.
Good.
So he Ubered it.
Responsible guy.
But in my head, I'm like,
is he a flame?
He's not a flame.
Come on, flames.
You love doing it.
Who doesn't?
I was so mad he wouldn't take a fight.
You haven't even tried it.
Let's do it, flames.
Skate harder.
Do it harder.
Skate, it's not this hard.
Catch the puck.
It should be 11-5 by now. Come on, flames. You're acting like a bunch of Oilers. That's
Do you watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
Sometimes.
It's the best show on TV.
It's Mad Men's pretty good. Some other ones.
Superior. No,
Man
in
with
terms
a 135-pound scrotum. That floats my boat a little bit.
Right?
That's pretty cool.
Right. Any show where someone's body is too big for them.
My wife pointed out to me, the Learning Channel, you either have to be 600 pounds or a dwarf. There's no... Oh,
absolutely.
There's a new show on the Learning Channel.
What do you call it, the Learning Channel?
Called Seven Johnsons. And they're it's a family of dwarves.
I thought it was a guy with 7 dicks.
That's what I thought first. And she's like,
you're like,
no.
I'm recording.
And she keeps pointing to the TV like, no, look. And I'm like, I don't know. She goes, they're fucking dwarves, and you drop a 7 in the title? And I was like, oh my God. I didn't even think of that. She's so much smarter than I am.
Yeah.
I just kept thinking of dicks.
I thought it was
did.
But that's why they named it that. They knew going in that people would be like, it's about penises. Turn on in.
7 cocks. Little tiny dwarf cock. Which
dwarf
is also
cock.
one of Blanche's names.
Dwarf cock.
So, female comics, stop talking about your vaginas. This is the tweet you said. I'm paraphrasing, but I'm very close, though.
Okay.
Female comics, do your set without saying the word pussy.
Do your set without saying... Yeah, that was it. I was reiterating and agreeing.
And let's see how that works out for you.
Yeah.
Let's see what you have left to talk about.
Let's see what you have left to talk about after you get done talking about your pussy and what a whore you are. And the girls are always like, I'm so awkward. Like gorgeous girls that get on stage. By the way, for the most part now, most female comics are pretty. Like it's not like an ugly girl thing anymore. Like these girls are like, I'm just so awkward in bed. I'm like, you got to show up and that's it. Just keep breathing and you're fine in bed. You don't have to do much. And there's nothing about our society. There's nothing about anything other than getting, I just told a shit-faced story, but that's not, it's There's no like everything's just about I'm so undateable. I'm such a loser. And it's just like, what is that?
So I blew him.
I give a blowjob in the car and then fuck my dad and I've got an issue. And it's just like...
I figure, third time's the charm, right?
I have a threesome. That's right. It's just me, Ben, and Jerry. Right, ladies?
Yeah.
Fucking kill yourself. Kill yourself. I'm so sorry.
I think, I'll defend you on this. I think just as many men comics are reprehensible as female comics, but the
Even
percentages, there's
Thank you.
It's 15% females doing stand-up comedy because stand-up comedy, this happened right before you got here. My wife said, I figured it all out. I said, what? Literally this morning. Yeah. She goes, there's more men in comedy because evolution-wise, we had to be the center of attention to attract females. Females, as you said, just fucking show up. The guy will do all the work. And even the mic, it's just like you're holding a fucking cock. Like everything's phallic.
I have a whole thing about how everything's a dick.
Everything's a dick.
Every building.
Well, edamame is fucking vagina-y, so...
I guess it kind of gives
person.
I'll take your theory, because I agree with her, and I'll take it a step further. Women are born with the inherent ability to deal with the pain of childbirth. And that is, I appreciate the idea of passing a kidney stone. Not every man has to do it. So women have this built-in ability to deal with the most pain ever. And I think on a weird level, men envy that ability. Okay. And that's why men do stupid things like go to war or hit themselves in the dick with hammers for home videos. It's trying to demonstrate that they can handle that pain too, because we can handle that amount of pain.
I don't think it ever crosses a guy's mind.
No. It's on a subconscious level.
I think it's more like a guy wants to have sex with you, so he's going to do wacky, nutty things so
to impress
you look in his direction.
I'm just saying maybe on a different level. There's just something about the fact that...
What level? The wrong level?
No, I don't think...
You're wrong.
No, I don't think that's wrong. I don't know.
You're wrong.
I appreciate that it's your
dog shit on
podcast.
your clothing.
Yeah, I know I did. Really glad I did. You made it sound like your house was just right over the 405.
No, it's not.
We're in Malibu.
Close. Okay. Sunset, right past Temescal Canyon. It's
really fun.
I give you Where do you live?
I live off Laurel Canyon.
Sunset Boulevard.
I had to go drop my boyfriend off. And tell you what, after this, he's not going to be my boyfriend. I'm not driving him back to Franklin Village ever again.
Franklin Village?
It's too far. Is that what it's called, Franklin Village?
I don't never
He's
heard of it.
He's going to get it.
Sounds like something in a Jimmy Stewart movie.
It's where the UCB is. You don't go to UCB.
I was at UCB. I actually did UCB the other night because my whole thing is...
The new one or the old one?
The new one with the big, giant, fucking flashing neon, hipsters unite. This is the place.
Yeah.
And there's 18 theaters going at once.
It's huge.
But there's only 4 people in each theater. Mm-hmm. And you're like, well, we're,
Come see my show.
But I did Daniel Van Kirk's thing where he does a Mark Wahlberg podcast with all people doing celebrities. So we had to talk about the news, and for 1 hour I was only Harvey Keitel.
Oh, that's
a
relevant impression.
What are you gonna? Well, it's fine. People enjoy it. What do you want? I only do impressions of people that are if Colin Quinn was that much more famous, the Barefoot Contessa was that much more famous.
Let me hear your Barefoot Contessa, because I have a Barefoot Contessa impression.
How bad could that be?
Wait, I feel like I've heard you do this before.
Don't tell Jeffrey.
Don't tell Jeffrey.
TR, the hottest gay man in Long Island, just is always at her house, and she always goes, "Don't have too much fun without me." And it's he's alone. With chives, what's gonna happen? Yeah, his cock out and ruins Jeffrey's chicken.
I've already brined these chickens. It's gonna be so fun. Don't tell Jeffrey. That's more of a Martha Stewart.
That's a Martha Stewart-y, but the words are perfect.
Right.
And she's always like, "What?" By the way, Jeffrey comes by on the weekends only.
Right.
Yeah, and he's got poodle hair. Aww. And he used to work in the Nixon administration. He was a super muckety muck inside Beltway politics. And she lives in fear. She lives in
fear?
Yeah, I go, she's actually a gimp with in a box with a ball gag, and they let her out and they're because she's so uncomfortable on camera.
I've just started roasting the onions.
It's not like Rachel Ray or
You think she's uncomfortable?
No.
Barefoot Contessa?
How bad could that be?
How bad could
Don't have too much fun without me.
Everything is very... I'm arranging. Everything is an event, and I think it's exhausting to have that many people. I'm having some good friends over, and I'm gonna reward them with Clams Casino and a chocolate cake. Got to start by grounding up baby bones. It's the best base for your cake. Everything is just so intricate. When I go to the market, I squeeze every tomato. I don't have fucking time. Maybe Trader Joe's, or I just order in.
She will. She will pick one thing. Like, we made this from scratch. We just got back from Portugal where the scallops are fresh. Don't tell. But it always circles back to don't tell Jeffrey. I'm like, what? And on my Twitter feed, just every once in a while, somebody will just tweet me, don't tell Jeffrey. And I'm like, that is a hip fucking fan.
I have a friend who's a foodie, and I'm going to spend the rest of the phone call on the way home telling her that, because that is so fucking funny. She's always, you're right. My mind is blown right now. She's always surprising him. Like, I'm going to make this for his birthday.
Jeffrey loves chicken.
Don't tell
So I'm going to make chicken in pairs, but don't tell Jeffrey. How bad could that be?
No,
And
Jeffrey-
right before she leaves her room, don't have too much fun without me. And you're like, you're talking to a person. Like, what are they going to do? And the other thing was, it's chicken for Jeffrey all the time. And then, like, hi, Ina. Or, like, she'll Skype, like, questions. Like, fans ask her questions. And it's, like, so obviously. And if you're listening, you don't know what we're talking about. Get, as Harvey Keitel would say, get with the program.
No.
You need to get. By the way, I like that you're like, timely impression.
Yeah, nice.
Believe me, I know it. But they fucking. All right. Don't make a big deal out of it.
Wait,
The
can
thing
I
with
just...
the Barefoot Contessa is it's just don't tell Jeffrey. Oh,
Don't tell Jeffrey! I'm crying.
The threat that hangs over each episode is like, as she's cooking, don't tell Jeffrey. He's like, that's the very open threat. And then every once in a while, it'll be just never dead on to camera. She'll just be like, and then I whip my eggs with this whisk. Don't get me started about my omelet party. Something fucking happened.
Something happened
involving her and omelets, where for 5 years she's been saying, don't get me started on my omelet party.
Do you think she's talking about like the ability to bear children or something? Or not bear children? I love the idea
her
of
omelet party.
Don't tell Jeffrey. And it's always, first of all, you're a grown man at your birthday. Maybe you want a trip or something. I think he gets tired of it's always chicken and a chocolate cake. How much fucking food can you eat? She was like, there's baby Cornish hens.
Once a week.
So he's got to eat. You think he takes his whole meal for the week right then and just stores it like a python? He just like swallows it throughout the week.
He's in his fucking Uber car going back to Franklin Village with chicken in his pockets.
I'll do. Here's another one.
And dog diarrhea.
There's a show on Cooking Channel
on you,
and your dog shit. I'm sorry. You know what sucks now is that every guy that listens to your podcast is gonna have some horrible comment. The dog pooped.
No.
Oh, it's
all positive people.
No.
You'll be surprised. Yes,
don't tell Jeffrey.
Absolutely.
My dog shit on my guest. Don't tell Jeffrey.
Mabel couldn't hold it in.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Yes.
Who I'm sure is really nice. I was with a friend of mine.
You got asked to be on that show?
No.
Bob and Ross called you? She has a cooking show now.
Yeah. It was a cooking show. Maybe I shouldn't say this.
We can take it out. Don't worry.
We're not going to take it out.
Eliza, I don't know if you've any fucking concept of what this entire podcast is about.
I don't.
It's positivity and light. And if
I thought it was about sports.
No, it's my radio show.
Oh, I'm kidding.
No, if you say something you don't like, we fucking pull it.
Well, it was her cooking show.
I asked Damien Eccles if he got raped in prison, and he almost fucking left. I had to take that out.
I don't know who that is.
West Memphis 3, 18 years, 17 days on.
Is it a band?
No, 3 guys in West Memphis got accused of murdering a bunch of 5-year-olds and cutting off their dicks and balls.
Oh, that's fun.
And then Eddie Vedder and like Johnny Depp got them all released. So I had the guy like right off of death row. He's innocent. They didn't do it.
Right.
But it was weird. So yeah, but you asked anything you say that you're uncomfortable with.
This pales in comparison.
No, you raise your hand and you go, and it's gone. It happens all the time.
Her cooking show. You know,
who's this now?
Tiffany Amber Thiessen has a cooking show. I didn't know that she was on a show called White Collar. I didn't know about White Collar. I didn't know she was on it. And there's all
the USA show. It's suits,
White Collar.
Briefcases.
It's just a men's wardrobe. It's just your dad's wardrobe. So she's on it. She's with these 4 other actors, and she kept being like, "We have so much fun when we work together. This is my acting family." And I'm like, they weren't on Saved by the Bell. Like, I'm trying to remember these actors, and I know them each from different things. So they're all sitting there, and they're eating ribs and tea, and they are having the most anodyne, like white bread conversation. Like, oh, let me steal a rib off your plate. No, don't touch that. I'm gonna just dig right in. Like, it was.
This
like,
is on her cooking show.
Oh my god, yes. And they're eating there, and the continuity was so bad that 1 minute they'd be eating dessert, and then the next cut they're back to the rib. And like everyone hopes to get sent there, you know. But the ones that need you the most are the shittiest places.
And I saw you on the Today Show, and I'll never. I laughed out loud laying in my bed. They go. She was a part of Al Roker's. Today Show, USO tour, and I thought, that's what the soldiers were really waiting for, a weatherman. Like they said, like not the Miami Dolphin cheerleaders, not some laughs, take their mind off their lives and the fact they're getting shot out. When's the meteorologist going to stop
The
by?
jovial weather guy. We brought Jay Leno and Craig Robinson, who brought the house down. So that way there was that, but it was his. He got to shine a spotlight on a charity, and he picked the USO. But
so it was Al Roker's thing.
Oh yeah, they did the Today Show from Bagram Air Base.
Okay, because when I watched it, I was like, yeah, sure.
No,
but you're telling. Okay, good.
It was
So
Al
I
in a
feel
bikini.
better now.
Yeah. But
He was your hotspot.
He's my hotspot because I had my phone on for I think 5 minutes in Afghanistan, maybe 10, and it was like $500. And so he bought a hotspot. He had the foresight to buy a hotspot, which is just like your own internet. And so I just would stick near him and use it.
You gotta be careful, like a sniper didn't take you out as you're like dialing your phone. That's all they do is they scan the streets for guys on cell phones.
Well, we weren't on the streets. They have a big thing about not letting people like wander into the goat markets. And also,
it'd be a way cooler tour. If you guys are like, we're just gonna go see the city.
Woof.
Yeah.
Fuck culturalism. Stay in one piece. I've seen dirt. I'm good.
It's like when I'm on the road, people go like, "Are you gonna go see the Abe Lincoln Dime Museum?" I'm like, "No, I don't get out of bed. I lay there. I sleep."
And I feel bad sometimes. Look, you're gonna go to like a cool city. Yeah, you walk around, but like after the third time you've been in there, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna stay in bed. And some places you go. If this were like diners, drive-ins, and dives, and I had a producer that was like, we're going to find like the best greasy spoon, but I don't rent cars, so unless like my feature wants to drive me, it's just going to be me watching free HBO.
Yeah.
There's no going out.
Room service, underrated. Sometimes.
And my contacts hurt this morning, so I wore glasses.
Yeah. And you were like, those are too Woody Allen-y. I go, well, you're right. I can't do these. They're too Elvis Costello. I think they're Elvis Costello. You're like, they're too Woody Allen. Yeah. And we went around and around. And then the lady that worked at the Pearl Vision Center was like, I think you two need to leave.
Right.
We got thrown out.
Sure. This is great. I drove really far for this.
And I can't see. So you've never played. We did have a conversation about the city of Calgary.
We did have a conversation. I always play Yuck Yucks.
Okay.
And I've gone for many, many years. I dated a Canadian hockey player. And that was
Wayne Gretzky.
I dated Wayne Gretzky. Sorry, Mrs. Gretzky. And that was my first sort of like foray in. Because for the most part, a lot of Canadian clubs don't book American acts, especially in Calgary. But I got in. And so I always go in every year. And they're phenomenal sets. And this year, they didn't want to play ball financially. And the Laugh Shop came out of nowhere and they're like, we'll pay you all you want. And I was like, sorry, guys. Like,
I told the guy Matthew at the Laugh Shop I would definitely give him a shout out because they don't fuck around. They actually pay you. Was your boyfriend hockey player a Flame?
At one point, he was
Come on, Flames.
Let's go Flames.
Skate harder.
He was a coach later. It doesn't, that was my way in, I guess. I just went to do a guest set there, and then I went to Yuck Yucks, and I became friends with a local comic there, and that became a whole love story. But I feel like for comics in general, you want to have this career where you build these relationships that last, and you like to think everyone's got each other's backs. But there's no point in building a relationship if there's no reciprocity, and at the end, all you're doing is trying to fuck me over and not give me money.
Right.
Like, we should help each other. Like, give me the money I want. Let me make you so much money.
Yeah.
And let's be happy.
And the repeat business, when I drive by, I go, oh, that's where I saw Iliza Shlesinger or Jay Mohr or this guy or that person or that woman.
Now I got to go somewhere
actual
else.
Headliners.
Totally.
So now have fun with your fucking ham and egg, $1,100 a week comics.
Enjoy your ham and egg.
Me and Eliza will play the goddamn Laugh Shop because you pay a fair wage.
And then after that, we'll pay the Pearl Vision Convention Center. The best thing in Calgary.
I still don't have frames.
I don't know.
People think we're making this up. You get a really good corned beef hash and eggs, and you go, well, there's no reason for me to leave this room.
Absolutely not.
Because you're going to feed me at the club as well.
Feed me at the club.
Free.
And if it's a good hotel, they'll usually do something of that region. Like if you're, it's fresh fish from whatever, like it's what they're known for, and they'll have that incorporated in it. One of the worst is when you get out and your show gets out like late, and you get home late, and you just miss room service. And they're like, I'm so sorry, it closes. And then you're left to that like small all-night menu, which is like a turkey wrap, a pancake, and like a go fuck yourself. If you're lucky.
Going up to Calgary, you're doing the Laugh Shop.
Yeah.
And there's no, at 11 o'clock, it's done.
Because it's
so
like
make sure you get them to like, what I did is I had them give me like French dip, like beef sandwiches.
Yeah.
And like poutine, and I just brought it up to my room. Oh. That's what everybody says about poutine.
I bet it smelled great.
And my friends are like, I dare you to eat poutine and then get on the plane at 6 o'clock in the morning. I want to see if you shit your pants. And then I sat there watching like Keanu Reeves movies, and then I'm sitting, and there was no silverware, and apparently I thought it was just fries with gravy, like in a New Jersey diner.
Yeah.
But in Jersey, you just call it fries with gravy. But if you're in Canada, it's like, have you tried our poutine? So I'm eating the poutine with my fingers, like the claw, like in that
in the game.
And I'm just filling my face, and I realize it's all over my goddamn shirt. So I turn my shirt inside out to get on the airplane because I don't travel with any clothes.
Jay Mohr's his career's really taking a hit. Look at him. He doesn't look so good.
Nah, I tightened it up. It was a mess, but I did tighten it up. But yeah, no, Calgary Laugh Shop. We talked on the phone, and you talked about how much you liked the room. I never played it before, and I thought it was amazing.
No, that wasn't me. I've never played that room.
You've told me.
I also lie.
7 times.
No, I always play
We
Yuck
were at the
Yucks.
Pearl Vision Center. We were getting don't you remember this?
Yeah.
We were at the Pearl Vision Center.
Yes,
we were
and
arguing over what frames I should use.
Yes.
That's why I'm still wearing contacts, and I never chose a frame because we couldn't fucking decide on it.
Yeah. Yes, and I also chose to do that with you.
To the insurance company I'm leaving behind. You've scorned me for the last time. I've met another who makes me sing like a lark with the first morning dew. It happened all so quickly. In just 15 minutes, Geico swept me into a loving car insurance embrace. It saved me hundreds of dollars and sleepless nights. Now I needn't worry if you'll be receptive to my automobile needs. Geico will be there for me in all the ways you never could. Regards, Sylvia in Silver Spring.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts. If you want a battle, it's either that you will or you won't.
You know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us. Hey, man!
Yeah. We're recording right now?
Yeah,
it snuck up on me. I sat on my reading glasses. I'm not ready. Iliza Shlesinger. I saw you do an interview with a British guy, and he said Shlesinger, and you said, thanks for getting my name right. So
no,
I got super confused.
Neither of those are right. It's Shlesinger.
What did I say?
It wasn't that, but it doesn't matter.
I like that you do USO tours. That's always really cool because I'm too selfish, and I'm always like, well, where's the military base in Rome? There's one in all the cool countries. They don't send us there
because they don't need it. Like I did one in Diego Garcia, which is a small island in the Indian Ocean, but it's like a vacation paradise.
Nice.
So no, order them.
We argued like a weird couple.
I'm sitting in this house in a very expensive neighborhood. Order them. Have your stunning wife go get them. It's not hard.
You don't send a wife that looks like that to go get glasses.
Because she won't come back?
No, it's just,
I guess.
I don't know. Listen, let's fuck that. You had an eye patch as a child. Let's break this shit down.
I did.
I've always wanted a baby with glasses because I think they're cute.
No, it's
like when I see like a 2-year-old with glasses, I go, oh. Or like when I see pictures in the tabloids of like Jennifer Garner's daughters, I'm like, look at them with their glasses. Their eyesight isn't correct.
It's not correct. It wasn't. The glasses, I mean, I think a kid with glasses, you're going to break them, you're going to lose them. Like if you're too little, it makes me feel like there's something wrong with you versus just like bad eyes. Like when kids have to like headgear glasses.
Well, they have like Down syndrome, so they put
That's
glasses
what it looks
on
like
the
a little
kid
bit.
So they can just
My mom got
straighten
me
out.
big red frames because they were like Sally Jesse Raphael glasses, and I had those for a long time. And then I just stopped wearing them, and I was just like, I don't care that my eyes bad. And then, in the last couple of years, I found myself squinting. So I did a pilot, and I never use cue cards because I either make stuff up or I memorize it. And this
hold on, let's put a pin in that. I think that's kind of how acting works, though.
What?
You either memorize it.
No, like for hosting.
Oh.
For hosting, yeah. Oh, I've never been cast in anything. Sorry.
Like, I did a pilot, and I didn't need cue cards, because what I did was, I memorized my lines.
I have a method. No, let me rephrase
like
that.
a local news anchor, like, what she did was memorize her lines.
Let me reiterate.
Corey,
I've never been
back to
cast
you.
in anything, only pilots where I host. So it's either me making up or I just memorize the jokes, because as a stand-up, that's what you do anyway. Yeah. And I had this bitch of a showrunner who like couldn't get over the fact that like every fourth page I would have to just like squint a little bit to read a cue card. He's like, let's just get her contacts. So I did. He was so mean. So I went and I got them.
He played for the Calgary Flames?
He played for the Flames. He was a...
Skate harder. Where are the contacts for our goalie?
That just means somebody's walking around the house. You got your little